this lead go untouched. Gonna try cutting into it, but
oh, the down air coming out, not finding its mark. Doorstop putting on this pressure, getting the side B and the grab. Oh wow!
Wing back on deck, probably on the rest of the match, but it doesn't matter. Uppy's gonna steal it due to how light Sephiroth is, like I mentioned.
Yippee, Uppy.
Dominant Game 1 performance from Doorstop. You know, one thing about Chicago is that we really don't have a ZSS. We have Bacon.
Thank God.
Who visits. I'm not sure if they're from here, but I know they visit here quite a bit.
Thank God we don't have ZSS. I don't want to deal with that. I will not learn my matchups. But yeah, I would say Bacon's the only one who we've had, and even then he hasn't shown up too often. I've seen him a little bit more often, but not too much. And also, I believe he's also been unranked. So, but he's been around in the scene for a while, so a lot of experience with that ZSS to tell people about the matchup.
Yeah. Regardless, Game 2 going to Town City here. No character switch from Burst. You know, not thinking Sephiroth is a problem. I think out of the characters that he does have, Sephiroth probably does stand the best chance.
Yeah.
It's probably also his most practiced character at the moment. I know for as many characters as Burst plays, he often does talk about wanting to, like, you know, settle on 1 or 2 characters or focus more on 1 or 2 characters. I know recently, and for majors, it's been Sephiroth Sora.
Yes,
so
Sora definitely be a character that I've seen quite a bit this weekend with a lot of these characters. So maybe Doorstop's also used to just seeing Sora often, that the Sephiroth is the play.
But looking a lot better than Game 1 for Burst right there. Good that first stock, only 40%, a mirror, an inverse mirror of
Game 1. And these back and forth that we've been seeing constantly with these sets throughout the day. Game 1 and Game 2 always does this flip-flop.
Fair, not going to get off of it though. You know, ZSS, no stranger to taking stocks early though. You know, Burst definitely still has to be weary of that Nair flip kick, taking stocks sub 30 I've seen.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous that Uppy was
I like the mix on that. Trying to bait the drop shield, but not going to give it to him. Burst finally getting wing out here on this first stock. Going to be pretty scary for Doorstop right now.
Yeah, very scary. He has to find a way in here and just be able to close out this kill. It's going to be Uppy doing it. Burst has 46%. Not as much extra credit as probably would like, but definitely nothing to scoff at here. Oh, okay. A little bit of juggling here, but not finding anything to get a finish on that. Oh. All right, we're seeing here time this back and forth. Just Burst trying to do these little pokes to get that little percent, but Doorstop's been making a little bit of damage back here.
The first use of neutral that we've seen this set.
Threw it out a little bit too early, but that pressure still is there, and that's very scary, especially when ZSS can flip the kick in or do that like tether. You gotta watch out for that.
There's the back air pressure. Gotta be careful there. You know, Sephiroth, you jump, you get hit by back air. You don't jump, you get hit by back air. Just gotta be careful there, but
Sephiroth being floaty and a little bit taller of a hitbox definitely does not work out here as ZS is able to close stocks.
Uppy gonna take another shot immediately. Like that lead that Burst had that entire game just suddenly gone. Fresh stocks for each of them, 1 stock apiece. Can Burst find this Game 2 right now? Back there, back air.
Yeah, that
barely
almost
dropping
was it. Ooh.
Gotta be careful here.
A little bit of a weird trade. That's a regrab, but Doorstop not capitalizing on it at all. Doesn't want to throw anything away here. Oh, the up smash, trying to bait out something, but it's not going to get any. Okay. Let's see what's going. Doorstop moving back and forth. Has no double jump now, but getting back on that platform. Very scary situation.
You know, you see Burst just keeps preemptively swinging, looking for the flip kick, but Doorstop's not giving it to him. We are...
God, this
Tipper not going to do it, but...
Oh, it's so scary. Both of them trying to find their way into
oh my God.
This. That Nair could have been it. If that Nair had connected. Oh my gosh. See here the missed waveland from Burst not being able to get on that platform and just poking. Throwing out these hits.
Wing is out.
Yeah.
Bear not going to take it. ZSS back on ledge. Looking for the flip kick. Not going to give it to him.
Something. It's so hard to get in here. The
F-tilt back off stage.
Approaching, and the up B, Oxlash not finding anything, just trying to get back to stage. Both of them don't want to throw this away. The back air not hitting. 160 on Doorstop with 100.
Barry,
and
he doesn't match
it.
out in time. The up B's going to take game 2. Doorstop shutting burst down there.
What great patience from Doorstop there to not overextend and lose that game. That's such a scary situation, especially with all those just pokes and the hitboxes coming out from Sephiroth. Anything would have happened there.
I say it's so scary. Like Doorstop was in the corner, just holding shield for a good like 5 seconds, and Burst is just barely back airing outside of that range, trying to bait a roll in. And Doorstop just literally just stood there, completely still. Drop shield, just stood still. But once again, no character switches. We're going straight back into it. Zero Suit, Sephiroth,
back on town. Yeah. So might see a little bit of this game 1 here. Burst did have that early lead game 2, but it did not matter. We'll see if he's able to close out a set here, or a game rather.
You know, it's interesting watching these two characters fight it out, especially since when you go on like social media and just talk to people in the scene in general, they're two characters that people think are really good, but are also too much work, quote unquote. So seeing them fight each other is like really interesting. You know,
there are other characters that can do what they need to. But you can't count these characters out because they still exist in the game, and we're seeing right here what's so scary about them. That back air is huge.
That's not only is it just a strong back air, that weight really is just showing throughout this set. Burst losing his stacks really early.
Yeah, just Burst now having to play from behind compared to game 2, as Doorstop puts on a little bit of damage here, extra credit. But that also means that Wing is going to be coming out earlier if Burst is behind. See right here, this kind of patience that we were seeing game 2. Both these players trying to find their way back in, but is not overextending off the platform, not forcing anything to happen. They're just trying to wait for that opportune moment to get back into that neutral gameplay.
Burst fighting the bear, finally taking that stock. Down only 58%, but you know, you're down 2 games. You know, you're a little bit stressed out at this point, but Wing coming out early, like you said there.
Yeah, 80%. Just about when it normally comes out, not coming out earlier than the stock deficit, but making back a good amount of percent, 50, almost back to an even game. Okay, that down smash was not connecting with anything. A little bit early on the other down smash there to poke underneath the platform, or underneath the ledge. Oh.
And I think Wing right here is, as I speak, but I think this is why Burst chose to go with Sephiroth. Not going to get the downward one. No. But back here, almost taking the deal.
So scary.
Oh, Barry, but mashing out of that so hard. Doorstop up another stock. But as I was saying, I think the reason Burst is opting for Sephiroth over his other characters here is just because Wing is just such a difference maker. Giving that extra mobility to Sephiroth, especially the multiple jumps, helps so much as a character like Zero Suit, who's so air-based.
Yeah. She's very floaty, likes to stay in the air a lot. A lot of her combos do start from the air, and just being able to have that mobility is pretty good. But here comes
that's going to be it! Doorstop taking it 3-0.
Commanding 3-0, yeah. That was very good gameplay coming out from Doorstop. Burst not being able to find any footing in that set. We'll be moving on to the loser's side, but Doorstop showing why he's #1 in Ohio, or at least one of the highest, and he's going to keep going in bracket.
Not much to say there. You know, Burst is one of our best, so seeing him go down 3-0 in a fashion like that just shows just the caliber of player that we have at this event right now. Really taking the event, tons of upsets, man.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy today. Like, just the upsets and just bracket paths being changed at a moment's notice because you're expecting one thing to happen,